Ted Cruz is going to hammer Donald Trump here, and Trump winds up making an amazing admission at the end.
Donald Trump supported Jimmy Carter over Ronald Reagan. Donald Trump supported John Kerry over George W. Bush. If you don't like Obamacare, Donald Trump funded Harry Reid and Nancy Pelosi taking over Congress to pass Obamacare. On immigration, if you don't like amnesty, if you don't like the Gang of Eight, Donald Trump funded 5 of the 8 members of the Gang of Eight, $50,000. And let's talk about this election. The choice Republican primary voters are making is who is best prepared to stand up to Hillary Clinton and beat Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump has written checks to Hillary Clinton not once, not twice, not 3 times, 10 times. And 4 of those checks were not to her Senate campaign. It wasn't that she was the New York senator and it was a cost of doing business. It was to her presidential campaign. Donald Trump in 2008 wrote 4 checks to elect Hillary Clinton as president. Okay. So I'd like to ask Donald, why did you write checks to Hillary Clinton to be president in 2008? It wasn't for business. And how can you stand on a debate stage now with her and say you don't think she should be president?
Actually, it was for business. It was for business. I pride myself, including outside of the United States. I'm doing almost 120 deals outside of the, which I hope to be able to stop very soon and let my children handle it. But we're doing many, many deals outside of the United States.
Okay, one of the cornerstones of Trump's campaign now is, I'm going to force corporations to come back to the U.S. The air conditioning company wants to move to Mexico. They fired all their workers. I'll put a 35% tariff on them and make them keep the company here in the U.S. He said over and over, like, yeah, I'm going to be protectionist. I'm going to be against free trade, and I'm going to make it so that corporations stay here and we don't bleed jobs to other places in the world, and you'll keep your job if you're an American. That's one of the things he said over and over. Right there, he just admitted it at the end. He's like, yeah, no, I'm doing a lot of business outside of the U.S. That's where I'm doing a lot of business. Outside, you keep costs low, whatnot. That's what you got to do. Outside is where I'm doing my business. How the fuck can you go up there, argue, I'm going to make all the corporations stay in the U.S., but I'm going to be the only one that's allowed to go outside, and tough cookies if you disagree. No, he's such a hypocrite, and he's such a liar. He's saying what he knows blue-collar workers want to hear, and that's what gets him the votes. But then at other times, he just has moments of honesty where he admits it. Like, yeah, no, I have like all my business outside of the U.S. now. His ties are made in China as he rips China on a daily basis. Oh my God, they're so evil, they're so horrible, I hate them so much that I do a lot of business with them. The fuck is this? And then also, he's the guy who keeps hitting money in politics and the puppets, they're all puppets to the donors. Remember, he went to the same billionaires the other Republicans go to. They said no to giving him money, and then he started ripping the system. But he admits they're like, yeah, no, of course I gave Hillary Clinton and everybody money because it's for business. But wait, you always say that's gross and that's wrong and that's terrible and that's evil, and now you're like, I do it all the time. Well, which is it? Do you like the system? Do you dislike the system? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Oh, I know. Now I had a change of heart, and I'm on the side of trying to get the money out of the system. No, you're a product of that system. You are that system. Of course you're not going to change that system. So it's amazing to me that his voters don't look at that and go, oh, look at this. This is a joke. This is an absolute joke. How can anybody vote for him when he's obviously contradicting himself and you have no clue what he believes? And if anything, his actions show he believes the worst thing that would fuck you over. Okay, but I have to dig deeper here for a second because as much as I hate what Donald said at the end there, Ted Cruz has to stop that bullshit line of attack. Look, he's done it virtually every debate so far. And guess what? Trump is still kicking his fucking ass. Trump's won 10 primaries and caucuses. Cruz has won 4. Okay, Ted, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. What evidence do you need? He's beating you in the polling. You've used that attack repeatedly and relentlessly. It hasn't done dick. So what does that tell you? It tells you that's a shitty line of attack. Because all the things Donald Trump says wrong, ban all Muslims from the U.S., kick out 11 million, 12 million undocumented immigrants, let's bring back torture even if it doesn't work, let's kill civilians in the Middle East. Not ISIS, the families of ISIS. And he's got dick to say about that. But his go-to attack is, Donald funded John Kerry and Jimmy Carter and Hillary Clinton, me. Even Republican base voters are like, yeah, dude, but Trump just said that he did it for business reasons. And that's enough for them. That's enough for them. They don't see the hypocrisy side of that, which is, oh, then why would you change the system when you're in power? You're not going to change that system. But for whatever reason, when he says he did it for business, they go, yeah, totally. There's no problem. So that attack doesn't work, but Ted Cruz can't help himself. He's like a broken record harping away on all the wrong things. And again, that partially explains why Donald is dominating and why in every snap poll he won this debate by a landslide as well, even though it didn't look like that necessarily when you watched it.